Hello, good day, beautiful people. I am the Inspirational Lady Nova 365 Tarot. Welcome to my channel. I greatly appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you'll love this vibe, and everything you need to know about me is in the description below. This will be past, present, or future, you or someone around you. So take the resonates and leave the rest for someone else. This is a general read, it's not a personal read. Remember that tarot is a tool, it is not the final rule. And it's a good idea to have an empty cup when you are on Lady Noble channel and you really want to see what's up. Be sure to tell a family, friend, or foe, or to come on over and subscribe so they can be privy to these spiritual notifications. Okay. The first card that we have here, collective, is cock blocking. Okay. It says inaccessible, third party interference, failed attempts. Okay. So someone could be maybe dating you, you're dating someone, showing interest, but they're really not they're really not opening themselves up to enjoy you and you enjoy them. They're really not taking the time to get to know you. You could have boundaries and rules. They could feel as if you are someone who could be also. I'm picking up someone is celibate. You could be someone who is celibate. You believe in celibacy. You believe in taking your time and getting to know someone. But the person you're dating, they are not accustomed to dating someone of your caliber, someone who practices celibacy. They are used to getting it on swift and quick. They're not used to the process of getting to know someone. So this person is continuing to stay in communication with you, but you feel like you are on two different pages. You don't feel connected to this person. And so you could be saying, look, this person is not interested. They're just cop blocking. Maybe you feel that they like you or they are with you for your aesthetics. You could be very beautiful or handsome, whoever you are. You could also be very successful. So maybe you feel that they may want what you have. Maybe you have a great job. You're very financially secure. And this person sees you as a meal ticket. Okay. And so you could be saying this to yourself, like, I'm not stupid. I'm accustomed to people, wanting to date me. And because I live a certain lifestyle, maybe people try to connect with you because of, I'm hearing you could be world renowned, you could be famous, you could be hood renowned, very known in your community, respected. There's something about some kind of connection that you have. You could also be someone who knows who employs people, or you help people find employment. Okay, you have a lot of good qualities about you, a lot of networking abilities, and people are attracted to you for that. Okay, so this person is used to, as I said, smashing and passing, smashing and dashing. They're used to hooking up instantly with someone. They're not used to really dating someone. So you're like a test. You are standing so firm in your truth of who you are, whether it's you being celibate or you just choosing to take your time and get to know this person. This person is not accustomed to having to take a person out on a date, or even how to hold a conversation, communication. So maybe you've been out with this person a time or two, but maybe the date was cut short. Maybe this person told you they had somewhere to go, a family emergency came up, or maybe you said this because you felt there was no connection. But this person is constantly staying in contact with you. That's what I'm picking up. Okay. Maybe they're looking for employment. Maybe there is something they want from you. Maybe you are intriguing them to change as well, because they are accustomed, to dealing with a different kind of person. Okay, male or female. They're used to having their way. Okay, having their cake and eating it too. Literally. Okay, but they've never dated someone or met someone who actually walked the walk. You can talk the talk, but collective, you're someone, you have a lot of you have a moral compass. You have respect for yourself, male or female. You could also be a male. This could be a male figure, masculine figure, who's not flitty. Yes, collective, there are male figures who do have their hormones in check and they're not like a raging bull, so you're like, it's no rush. I am accustomed to being around beautiful and handsome people. I am accustomed to being around people who are successful. There is no rush. I do not mind taking the time to get to know you. Okay. And so the next card we have here says lipstick evidence, infidelity, caught cheating, betrayal. So this person could have a reputation of this because what they like doing and what they are accustomed to doing is smashing and dashing, smashing and passing. But I see you not giving no bucks about it. You're like, whatever, you may want some fast action. You may want me to hook up with you immediately on the first date, but no, I'm not doing that. And if you don't like the rules and the boundaries I have, then solo, bye bye, see you later. Okay. And so you're not weak, you're very confident. Okay. So, yeah, that's what it is. They're not used to dating someone that has confidence such as yourself. This could also be someone who does a lot of backtracking. They go back and forth with people whom they dealt with in the past. So this is someone who stays in a karmic loop dealing with karmics. They don't break up and keep the tie severed. This person breaks up and check back in on you on a week or two, a day or two, you know. Break up today and see you in 4 days or see you next month. That kind of energy, okay? But you are desiring someone who will give you emotional fulfillment as well as equal reciprocity, and not someone who is, rushing for the sexual side. We all know that human relations, will take place. We know, whenever you are dating or you're interested in someone, this is natural. So when you come across someone, it is quite odd. I must put my 2 cents in this. It is quite odd and it is a turnoff for someone to be so anxious where they can't control themselves. It is a turnoff because at a certain point in life, you should be accustomed to being around handsome men, beautiful women. You should be accustomed to being around people who are affluent, people who are successful, people who have money. You should be well adjusted. You should not be anxious where you're acting like a little kid or like a baby, like, like I need it now, now, now. You should have some kind of self control. Okay. As you move forward, we all have points in our life where we're doing this and doing that and we make mistakes, but you should have or be gaining some kind of self-control as you move forward on your path. Okay. So yes, this person is someone who is out of alignment with themselves. They're all over the place and they get around. They have a lot of partners, a lot of partners. This person could also be involved in lots of different things, okay, that possibly collective. If you knew about, you probably would never talk to this person again. It says illegal activities, thievery, dirty money. So this person could be involved in some kind of fraud, okay? This person has a lot going on. They could be experiencing some kind of repossession or some kind of financial trouble as well. And what I'm picking up here, this person has this energy going on because this person is low vibrational. They're out of alignment. They're very low vibrational. They're very open and flitty with their sexuality. And what it is, they're swapping energies with some of this person and that person, just to get off, just to have a fleeting moment, just to have that euphoria. And what it is, it's bringing in more negative experience, dark moments for this person, where they have to hustle and bustle to thrive and get by, possibly taking a risk, on possibly either going to prison or getting hurt, okay? And they're chasing their tails for survival, okay? And this is not to make fun of them, but they're having like a stream of bad luck and dark energy taking place in their life, okay? Infidelity as well. So this person is ungrounded. This person is ungrounded and they're just swapping energy with a lot of people And people have energy attachments, okay? Beyond an STD. You have the STDs, but beyond that, people have energetic attachments to them, and this person could be someone who has been intimate with someone, and all of a sudden they recognize that there's a dip in their finances, or something's not right when they're trying to make ends meet or pay their bills, but they all of a sudden start to observe that the person that they had a one night stand with, maybe hit the lotto, or came into some money, and they scratching their head like, wait a minute, why is all this happening to me? But since I slept with this person, they having good luck, because energy transfers, it is never destroyed. It simply travels from one person, place, and thing to another. So this person could be going through some kind of energetic, yeah, be careful, collective, some kind of energy attachment, that they picked up from someone that they have had an encounter with, and it's affecting their finances. Yeah, the energy don't lie, and the energy be real in the field. And so this person is just unstable, and they're a busybody. They are a busybody, male or female. Okay, but you're focusing on bossing up, as I stated earlier. You are someone. You have a lot of connections. It's something about your status. You have a lot of connections. You are successful, and I picked up earlier that you help people find jobs or something. You could be some kind of, I don't know. Is it a such thing as a job coach, employment? Maybe you show people how to go and land the job, or maybe you connect people to jobs. Maybe you work for some kind of temporary service, or where they hire people for a limited time of employment. It's something about your connections. You're very popular. You're respected as well. You know people. You know people, okay? They see you as someone who, believes in sharing and caring. You have a very giving heart. You have a very beautiful spirit. And usually, that's normal. Light does attract the darkness, but it's nothing that you can handle, because you're already well aware and you're informed of who this person is. So if they're trying to plan something, like maybe to take something from you, or maybe ask you to be part of some kind of scam they have going on, I don't see you taking part in it. You know what this is. That's why you're taking your time. Okay, you're taking your time. You're not rushing. Okay, even though it's irritating this person, I'm picking that up. It's bothering them. Okay, but you are unbothered. It says unbothered. While it's bothering them, you are unbothered. Okay. So continue to stay focused, and it looks like your intuition is telling you to be mindful of this person. I don't see you fronting this person off, but you could possibly decide just to go your separate ways, meaning not even talk to this person, because you could have someone new as well. Well, you're not in a committed relationship, so you're free to date whoever. Okay, so I don't see this here. So, but you have new boo here. So I see you meeting someone new, male or female. Okay. And so you're not going to have time for this person. I see you walking away. Maybe you're going to stop answering their calls, or stop communicating with them, and they'll get the hint and they'll go their way. And you'll be on the list of one of the ones who got away, or the one who got away. You'll be in the story of them telling their friends, yeah, you see the collective right there? Yeah, I almost had that. I almost had that. That's the one that got away. Okay. And here you are, unfazed, moving forward. Okay. So it looks like you dodged a bullet. You saved yourself. You're very smart and very wise, but you are who you are at this time. Like I said, you're very financially secure. You're very successful and well respected. And you have this status because of your confidence and your intelligence. You know who this person is, though. You already know what kind of person they are. You know that they're not someone is you know that they are someone who's non-committal. You know that they like to move around, and you're okay with that. You're like, okay, you can be you, but just not on my timeline. Okay, go back into your own simulation there. Go back into your world where there are people who will deal with that, not over here. Okay. Okay. And so this person, all they had to do was be honest with you, but they chose not to. And so the repercussion is that they will be losing access to you. I don't see you, fronting this person off, because a lot of people like to, tell people off, or, maybe blow their phone up. That's why I'm doing this. That's why I see you just not answering their calls, their text messages anymore. You're going to go your own way. Okay. With new love coming in. Okay. Someone who wants to take the time to learn each other and date. Okay. Someone who wants to court you, and you court them in return and have fun, and build up the suspense of waiting to have that moment instead of rushing into it. The suspense and the anticipation. The longer you wait, it makes it great. Okay. Why not play that game? Like real talk, when you meet somebody, play that game. Whether you are a male or a female, uh, challenge yourself, test yourself. Even if you don't want to wait, the next person you meet, make yourself wait. Yeah. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, so this person will be reminiscing and missing you. I told you, you will be the one that got away. You will be the story that they will be telling their friends. The collective right there, y'all almost had that. I was about to marry that. Male or female? Hmm. Yeah, this person just moves on and on. You may even see or hear about this person moving moving on quickly. Like, as soon as you stop talking to them, you may hear about or see them somewhere. But I see someone hiding. You don't want to be seen, though. You could be possibly, like wearing shades in your car, seeing them from a distance and wearing shades, like, oh, let me duck down. I don't want them to see me. That kind of energy, okay? But you may be out somewhere and notice them, with someone, but you're not bothered at all. You're in good vibes. You're moving forward. You're on a whole different page than this person. This person is not of your vibration. They're not of your caliber. This is someone who likes to play games. This is someone who sits up and laugh and kiki to their friends about who they're lying to, and oh, they really believe me. They're very childish. Okay. Hmm. This person found out that you are not a people pleaser. Even though they saw you and they see you as a meal ticket, they are going to find out that you are not the one or the two. You're very confident, as I said, and you're not a people pleaser. You have boundaries and you're going to be flexible. That's for sure. Okay. You're not dealing with anyone or any situations that are non-stable. It says roller coaster, on and off again. You're not dealing with those kind of energies. You're like, you either do or you don't, because I won't. Okay. All right. So this concludes the read. I trust and hope it assists you for your highest good. Later.